Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Bad news, guys. Ripple's evil plans to develop the Internet of Value appear to be succeeding. Check out this from @XRP CryptoWolf. Sent me this link direct to my inbox. Thank you very much, good sir, if you're listening or if you're not listening. I do appreciate it either way. Look at this from CoinDesk. Ripple expands into Iceland with acquisition of crypto trading firm. So lots to cover in this piece. I'm going to be running through that. It's been all over crypto media today. I even pulled up a different version of the story. I like to see different takes on it. I don't know that I'm going to run through this one, the Daily Hodl. It was perfectly well written, but I think I like the CoinDesk specifics a little bit more. And there's some more things within that I know I want to comment on. And then I'll wrap up the video with this piece from Daily Hodl. It's titled, Backed in Talks with Consumer Brands Looking to Accept Bitcoin and Crypto. So there's a report on this, which I'll be sharing towards the end of the video. But before we get rolling here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please delicately tap that like button, but don't smash it, because only dorks smash it. That's not cool. Doesn't make you a badass. You're not going to impress anybody. Just delicately tap it like an adult. And if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP, you know what you should do. This is friendly advice. You should subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because I'm a gosh darn good guy, and you'll enjoy hearing from me all the time. This is an XRP-centric channel talking about XRP a day. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this first piece from CoinDesk. Ripple is expanding its engineering team and moving into a new geography with the acquisition of Iceland-based crypto trading firm Algrim. The Algrim team will add 6 engineers to Ripple's ranks with a focus on integrations with partner crypto exchanges. The team will work to expand Ripple's cross-border payment corridors and contribute to the ongoing development of the company's on-demand liquidity product, said Amir Sargani, Ripple's vice president of products. Ripple did not disclose the financial terms of the acquisition. It's about expertise, Sargani says. This team hits the ground running as opposed to building out a team that has to gain this knowledge, which is exactly what I think. This is why it makes so much sense. I love that Ripple is going down the path of acquisitions rather than reinventing the wheel every time you want to do something that would help further the development of the Internet of Value or onboarding new customers to XRP, whatever it may be. They're just buy them. Buy them. I'm glad they did it. The purchase is also the company's first expansion into Iceland. Ripple has a physical presence in San Francisco, New York, London, Mumbai, which is fun to say, by the way. Go ahead and give it a whirl. Mumbai, Singapore, Sao Paulo, and Sydney. The company wants to expand its ability to hire engineering talent as it moves into new parts of the world, Sarangi added. On-demand liquidity through Ripple's XRapid cross-border payment service allows companies to transfer funds from one currency to XRP and from XRP to another currency. That's actually a pretty reasonable way to explain to people in one sentence how that works. That's probably a pretty good one-sentence explanation there. Anyway, this allows enterprises to avoid opening a bank account in countries they don't or they want to send payments to, letting them avoid holding funds there for cross-border transactions. Ripple says it has more than a dozen customers using XRP for cross-border transactions. And so with the development here, I'm going to theorize that this is ultimately going to have a lot to do with the adoption and implementation of XRapid. It's if you look at what Ripple's plan is, the way that they're going to market, of course it makes perfect sense that they're going after what they call the low-hanging fruit in terms of remittance corridors with high friction. The U.S. into Mexico, U.S. into Philippines, makes all the sense in the world. And plus, the truth being right now that as it pertains to actual settlement, XRapid is, utilizing XRP, it's not sufficiently liquid to just have all that volume pushed onto the network. So it's one of those things where you just kind of have to grow over time. Nonetheless, corridors do indeed need to be built out, and this is, to me, given the nature of what this company does, it makes perfect sense to me that this has to be a big part of the plan. All right, and then piece continues. Prior to the acquisition, Algrim developed a crypto trading platform that the firm integrated with more than 30 markets. Before that, the team built traditional trading platforms and foreign exchange trading algorithms for more than a decade. The firm was reportedly among the victims in Iceland's big Bitcoin heist of late 2017. The news follows Ripple's announcement on Friday that its investment arm Spring had purchased Logos Network. Man, they're just going on a shopping spree here, man. I'll take this company and I'll buy this company. Oh, that's a nice company. I'll buy that company. They're just picking up everything they can. And then, so anyway, that move brought 9 engineers to the Spring team with the goal of building XRP-related decentralized finance, DeFi, products. Before joining Spring, Logos was working to build a payments network inspired by the Bitcoin blockchain, with a focus on a scalable, rapid network that still maintains high levels of security. So yeah, look, it's all coming. That's why I will patiently wait. I must insist that utility actually matters and will ultimately win the day. People cannot act in a frenzy as it pertains to buying and selling in perpetuity. At some point, enough people are going to figure out the direction things are going, figure out the way things are unfolding, and there will be a certain number of cryptocurrencies that will indeed have staying power and will have proven to be very valuable investments. And it's just, to me sitting here, I want more time to pass because I feel so confident I'm right. And none of this is financial advice, but I feel so confident that I'm right about XRP because why would a utility not matter? And then I see it actually getting adopted, and I see XRP is the only cryptocurrency actually being used in the commercial production of anything on the planet. You know, you got what Ripple's utilizing as a bridge currency. You got Coil being used today. I don't know. I can understand why people in the XRP community at times get frustrated because it just seems so freaking obvious, but the rest of the world just doesn't have the information that we have. But new people are coming on board all the time. I'm sure there's some people listening to me right now that are maybe in the beginning phases of their journey and learning about crypto and Ripple and XRP and Coil and everything else. And you just still opinions are being formed, but for some of us that have been here for at least a couple years, you know it. But that's why I say though I am happy to just be patient, and when the rest of the world catches up, the rest of the world catches up. I will just sit tight, sit right on top of my XRP until it makes time to part with it, or at least some of it. I'm never going to sell all my XRP. I'll tell you that. I have too much fun following it, but. Anyway, check out this next piece. Bakkt in talks with consumer brands looking to accept Bitcoin and crypto. Bakkt is quietly planning to boost the use of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in everyday purchases. Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler and Jeff Sprecher, I don't know, the founder and CEO of Bakkt's parent company, Intercontinental Exchange, confirmed Bakkt is in talks with consumer brands looking to accept digital assets, reports Fortune. Starbucks already plans to install Bakkt's payment software in its stores, which customers can use to make their daily purchases in Bitcoin. The coffee giant reportedly holds significant equity in the company. Bitcoin has the potential to disrupt the retail credit card industry from a cost perspective. On average, retailers have to pay fees of 1.95 to 2% for Visa, MasterCard, and Discover transactions, according to Cardfellow. The percentage rises to 2.3 to 2.5% for card-not-present businesses like online shops. Bakkt officials told Fortune their immediate goal is to establish Bitcoin as a reputable investment alternative, something the company says it took a step towards doing with the launch of its own Bitcoin futures product last week. Their initial trading volume numbers have been underwhelming, however. And then I always say, okay, valiant efforts. So what are you going to do? Get people to actually spend Bitcoin like it's money using the broken Lightning Network, which is a centralized solution requiring pre-funding of accounts? Is that the plan? It's like, anyway, economist and crypto analyst Alex Kruger noted the difference between Bakkt's launch and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange's first week with a futures product. So here's a tweet. CME Bitcoin futures traded $460 million on its first week. Current volume is around 700 million. The Van Eck fake ETF traded $0 on its first week. How much volume will Bakkt attract is a key variable for the week ahead. Would you expect Bakkt to flop or to launch successfully? And 49% voted flop, 51% say successful launch. And then here's another tweet. So this was, so 8 days later. Bakkt's first week volume was approximately $5.8 million. It managed to get traders interested in 5 Bitcoin worth of its physically delivered daily futures quite the successful launch. Okay, and then somebody named David Locke, I guess is how that's said perhaps, says, why do you think they had such an unsuccessful launch? And then Alex Kruger writes, either poor marketing, bad execution, a few care, or a combination of these factors. I can only speculate. Okay. And the piece continues, Loeffler says Bakkt's regulation and security will make Bitcoin more palatable to investment funds. And here's a quote now. The funds that trade on our exchanges express to us that they don't want to deal in today's unregulated markets and want end-to-end federal oversight on the level of the New York Stock Exchange to feel safe trading Bitcoin. So again, hey, valiant efforts. It's not as though I want infrastructure to not be built out. I am not a maximalist of any kind. This isn't a solution. The technology, it isn't there. If you want Bitcoin to be used as money, man, you're going to be disappointed because that layer 1 technology just can't be patched. Because even if you change the code and you fork it, it's no longer Bitcoin. Then you got your Bitcoin Cash, right? Bitcoin, as it was originally conceived, is not a solution. I know, depressing, right? But hey, we got XRP. It's super fast and very cheap to move around the world and energy efficient. How about that? Layer 1 technology. All right, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!